Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 7, Episode 17. So we starting off with Phaedra and Cynthia. Phaedra and Portia, sorry about that. Phaedra, she goes out to Portia's house. They sitting there talking. Portia's cooking something on the stove, but whatever. She's, lending the ear for Phaedra, talking to her. She's like, girl, I met up with Cynthia. And she's like... And Portia's only thinking, I can only imagine how that went on, because when Portia and Cynthia tried to meet up, it didn't go so well. Well, Cynthia, she was all up on guard, trying to read, but not getting her reads right. She seemed like she was mad for whatever reason. Yes, Portia was late, but like, she was putting extra mad on it, like she's trying to show that I'm tough. But anyways, Phaedra was like, she's mad because Cynthia spoke on something she didn't know to be truth, which I agree. If you don't know it to be, sitting up here just gossiping about people is like really, we doing that? But anyways, it's like she spoke on something she didn't know to be true. Because Phaedra's like, I know a lot of stuff about what's going on over there with Cynthia and Peter, but I don't tell anybody because it's none of my business. And Portia's like, well, I know some stuff about Peter, but I didn't know anything about, Cynthia. So, and it's like, we know we didn't heard some stuff, but we ain't going to run and telling that because that's not what they do. Even though Portia, her and Cynthia not the best people, she knows some stuff, but she's not saying anything. Just like Phaedra said, she knows some stuff. She's just not saying anything because, like she said, that's not, well, I'm saying that's none of their business. You know something about somebody, that ain't my business to go tell what's going on. Phaedra is talking to Nene, and Nene get on this all blonde, the Bride of Frankenstein wig. Because that's what it looks like. It's kind of like curly, but going back, but all blonde. Very Bride of Frankenstein. But anyway, she is there, to get, see what's wrong with Phaedra. Phaedra's like, girl, Phaedra, she was more thin, because like she had to go with all Apollo getting arrested, getting sent to prison, him traumatizing their son, him traumatizing her, and him being gone, not even in prison 24 hours. She got Cynthia and Kenny in her face talking about some, she sleeping with some dude named Mr. Chocolate, speaking it like it's the gospel. So she's like, you know what, I just had about enough of this. These girls is wearing me thin. Then on top of that, my homegirl Candy, she ain't really giving me the support like I thought she should have been giving me. You've been texting me and calling me every day and seeing how I'm doing. And this is why I think what Nene was doing was genuine, because this is like the second time that we seen them two together. The other time they was like in a group, but when Nene was calling and texting, it wasn't on camera. It was like something she did in private. So it wasn't like she just doing that just to be nice or whatever. It's like her and Phaedra last season, they kind of got over their little hump thing when Nene, Phaedra, and homeboy that was dogging Phaedra, they all went back to Athens, and Nene and Phaedra, they kind of like got closer to him, because them two couldn't, well, Nene couldn't stand Phaedra at one point, but now they are closer. I don't know if that's more because they got closer then, or it's because Cynthia's no longer around. I don't know, but the point is, them two, they closer now. So Candy and Phaedra meet up, and Candy, she was like, she don't know what's going on with this, where Phaedra and Nene, they are all sudden talking. It's like she almost was a tad bit jealous, like, really? Like, you and Nene talking? What's that all about? Like, she was suspicious of it, and a tad bit jealous. But, she's talking, and Phaedra's like, I was, in need of my good friend Candy, and you wasn't around. And Candy, she breaks down, talking about something, well, my play got cancer. I'm not even going to do her voice. If y'all want somebody to do a good Candy voice, you need to see 4X Rocks or Miss PTV. Those are the two to get the best Candy and the most hilarious of Candy voices. But anyway, Candy, she's breaking down, she's crying, talking about I was going through a lot. My play got canceled, and all these people working for my play, they, left their other jobs to come work for this play. Now me and Todd ain't working out. My mama acting like she don't want this brand new $1 million house I just got. I ain't having sex with Todd. I'm stressed. And in Phaedra's confessional, she's like, well, you stressed about money? You got millions of money. My man just went to prison. My man just traumatized my son. My man lied to a whole bunch of people to make me look bad. Well, allegedly lied to make me look bad. I'm going through things too. But, they said that it made up they good friends. But Candy's like, you sure you want to be friends with Nene? Because when she no longer friends with somebody, she like to talk to them like a dog. So, homegirl like it. So just, be careful about it. And Faith like she just gonna go with it. And whatever happens, happens. So, show of hands. Who thought this, counseling session was gonna solve anybody's problems? I'll wait. Oh, y'all didn't think so neither. So they get to the counseling session. Nene's the first walk in. Portia walks in. Candy walks in. She goes straight to the buffet table. And Kenya and the Kenyettes, I shouldn't call them it, but Kenya, Cynthia, and Claudia, they all walk in together. And the session just goes wrong. There was a lot of yelling back and forth. Nene felt like that every time a new girl came on the show, they was coming for her. It was like Nene, I guess she's kind of territorial with the friends she has. And when a new person come along, she ain't really for that, which I think is very childish. And some of the stuff they were saying was true about Nene. But Nene, she's the kind of person, she does not want to take responsibilities of her mess in any situation. And she's not the only person like that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who don't like taking responsibilities when stuff goes down and they do something. There's a lot of people. What happened? But, she was speaking some truth. Her and Cynthia were good friends. And now Cynthia, she is this whole new person. Cynthia, these last few seasons before this season, she would have never been one to go run and go tell somebody's business like that. Especially to somebody that person you're speaking about, that person doesn't like. Does that make sense? She wouldn't have never went and ran and said, how can I make this an example? Well, I can't really, because she wouldn't have been talking to Mike. But, she wouldn't have run and told Joe A, I know how you don't like Joe B, but this happened to Joe B. She wouldn't have did that. That's the only way I can make an example. Kind of tired right now, just woke up. God, excuse me for that. Anyways, she wouldn't have did that. And Nene was right. Cynthia, she has become this mean girl. And me, I couldn't kind of see where Nene and Cynthia's friendship kind of fell off. But when Cynthia should have backed off, she did. She was still friends with Nene. Like that time after that award ceremony when Nene went up there. Yes, both Cynthia and Peter thought she was wrong. Yes, Nene, you should have went up there to the high road, accepted the award, said thank you, and went on about your business. Then in the press, they've been like, I don't know why I was there, but I must take this award and be gracious. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to make everybody uncomfortable in situations. And then the time when she called Peter a bitch, well, Peter, he is always running, wanting to get into all the women's business. I'm not saying that he is a bitch. That is not my place. I'm not going to say that. But he is always in somebody else's business. And that would have been the time where, you broke it off. But y'all was still good friends. It wasn't until Nene didn't even know y'all wasn't friends until y'all got on a reunion show. So I guess Nene's like, well, if you felt that you didn't want to be my friend, you could have just said something. I didn't find out until the reunion show, and now you're acting all kinds of different. And I'm pretty sure that Nene knows a lot about what went on in Peter and Cynthia's relationship since, Nene was like her almost only friend at the time, or at least last few seasons. And Nene, I haven't heard Nene say anything about what's going on. She may have, been joking about the Bailey agency and Bar One, but everybody know that Bar One didn't cancel, change locations, change names, and did all that stuff. So It's not like this is public, this is, some secret news. This is public. And then at one point, Candy was like, well, basically, are you going to do Phaedra like you did all your other friends? Talk about them like a dog? Now, I don't know if she was asking out of concern or she trying to put Nene on the spot, like, try to make Nene mad. Because at one point, Nene, she did get up and walk off. She said, this is still like I am being attacked. I will go here, Dr. Jeff, your license will be revoked. I will not be doing this. But Nene, you wanted this canceling session. You need to sit back and take it all in. Because Nene, she is that person who will talk over you to death. And the other person can't get their point across. So Nene has to learn how to take it in what they're saying and then go back over how you feel. So that was just what happened. Oh yeah, Claudia, she want to be a comedian now. So she then went to Lunel, comedian Lunel, to get some pointers because on the Ricky Smiley show, she can't express herself like she wants to, unlike when she worked with Jamie Foxx on the Fox show. So she want to get into the comedy scene. So we're going to see how that happens. I'm not going to be out looking for a comedy special with Claudia, but hey, maybe somebody else is. So that's the gist of my review. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on Instagram. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.